My name is Heidi. I have selected a few short stories of prose, all consisting around the theme, learning a lesson. My first selection is called A Box Full of Kisses by an Unknown Author. The story goes that some time ago, a man punished his 3-year-old daughter for wasting a gold roll of wrapping paper. Money was tight, and he became infuriated when the child tried to decorate the box to put under the Christmas tree. Nevertheless, the little girl brought the gift to her father the next morning and said, "This is for you, Daddy." The man was embarrassed by his earlier overreaction, but his anger flirted again when he found out that the box was empty. He yelled at her, stating, "Don't you know that when you give someone a present, there's supposed to be something inside?" The little girl looked up at him with tears and cried, "Oh, Daddy, it's not empty at all. I blew kisses into the box. They're all for you, Daddy." The father was crushed. He put his arms around his little girl and he begged her for forgiveness. Only a short time later, an accident took the life of the child. It is also told that her father kept that gold box by his bed for many years, and whenever he was discouraged, he would take out an imaginary kiss and remember the love of the child to put it there. In a very real sense, each one of us as human beings have been given a container full of kisses, full of unconditional loving kisses from our children, family members, friends, and God. There's simply no other possession anyone could hold more precious than this. My next selection is my favorite, and is also by an unknown author. It is called Love and Time. This selection teaches you how time and love could be so valuable to you. Once upon a time, there was an island where all of the feelings lived: happiness, sadness, knowledge, and all the others, including love. One day, it was announced to the feelings that the island would sink, so all constructed boats and left, except for love. Love was the only one who stayed. Love wanted to hold out until the last possible moment. When the island had almost sunk, Love decided to ask for help. Richness was passing by Love in a grand boat. Love said, "Richness, can you take me with you?" Richness answered, "No, I can't take you with me. There's a lot of gold and silver on my boat, so there's no place for you here." Love decided to ask Vanity, who was also passing by in a beautiful vessel. "Vanity, please help me." "I can't help you, Love. You are all wet and might damage my boat," Vanity answered. Sadness was close by Love, so Love asked, "Sadness, let me go with you." "Oh, Love, I am so sad that I need to be by myself." Happiness passed by Love too, but she was so happy that Love did not even hear when Love called her. Suddenly there was a voice. "Come, Love, I will take you." It was an elder. So blessed and overjoyed, Love even forgot to ask the elder where they were going. When they arrived at dry land, the elder went on her own way. Realizing how much she owed the elder, Love asked Knowledge, another elder, "Who helped me?" "It was Time," Knowledge answered. "Time?" asked Love. "But why would Time help me?" Knowledge smiled with deep wisdom and answered, "Because only Time is capable of understanding how valuable love is." Being yourself is the best person you can be. Listening how a pencil maker teaches his pencil how to be the greatest pencil it can be in The Pencil Maker, also written by an unknown author. The pencil maker took the pencil aside, just before putting him into the box. "There are 5 things you need to know," he told the pencil, "before I send you out into the world. Always remember them and never forget, and you will become the best pencil you can be. 1. You will be able to do many great things, but only if you allow yourself to be held in someone's hand. 2. You will experience a painful sharpening from time to time, but you only need it to become a stronger pencil. 3. You will be able to correct any mistakes you might make. 4. The most important part of you will always be what's on the inside. And 5. On every surface you are used on, you must leave your mark, no matter what the condition. You must continue to write." The pencil understood and promised to remember, and went into a box with a purpose in his heart. Now replacing the place of a pencil with you, always remember them and never forget, and you will become the best person you can be. 1. You will be able to do many great things, but only if you allow yourself to be held in God's hand, and allow other human beings to access you for many gifts and possessions. 2. You will experience a painful sharpening from time to time. By going through various problems in life, you'll need to become a stronger person. 3. You will be able to correct any mistakes that you might make. 4. The most important part of you will always be what's on the inside. And 5. On every surface you walk through, you must leave your mark. No matter what the situation, you must continue to do your duties. Allow a parable on a pencil to encourage you to know that you are a special person, and only you can fulfill the purpose to which you were born to accomplish. Never allow yourself to get discouraged and think that your life is insignificant and cannot make a change. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has done something that they wish they can go back and fix. My next selection, also by an unknown author, tells the tale of a best friend knowing that the other best friend makes stupid mistakes and can forgive him and appreciate him by only using a sand and stone. A story tells that two friends were walking through the desert. During some point of the journey, they had an argument, and one friend slapped the other one in the face. The one who had gotten slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, wrote in the sand, "Today my best friend slapped me in the face." They kept on walking until they found an oasis, where they decided to take a bath. The one who had been slapped got stuck in the mire and started drowning, but the friend saved him. After the friend recovered from the near drowning, he wrote on a stone, "Today my best friend saved my life." The friend who had slapped and saved his best friend asked him, "After I hurt you, you wrote in the sand, and now you write on a stone? Why?" The other friend replied, "When someone hurts us, we should write it down in sand, where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we should engrave it in stone, where no one can ever erase it. Learn to write your hurts in sand and carve your benefits in stone." My last selection is a true story, and it is written by me. Please excuse the fact if I start crying or getting emotional, because it's a really emotional story. Probably could have lost my daddy. I could have lost my daddy, for he was so kind and brave. On that day of December 23rd, I prayed that he'd be okay. He died 3 times, and I stayed strong. He had to stay in the hospital for so long. Drinking and driving is what caused it. I am lucky I got to see him again. With a tube down his throat and his mouth wired shut, his arms had staples, so they gave him a long cut. With everyone surrounding his bed, he was put in intensive care. I told him, "Wiggle your toes, Daddy, if you love me." He wiggled his toes, and I lost my stare. I wrapped my arms around him, and his eyes got dim. I looked up at him, and I could tell he was proud. I thought back on how this happened. Then I looked back down. I would never be ready to say goodbye to someone I loved so dear. If it was up to me, Daddy, I'd keep you here. Because a dad is a person who is loving, kind, and often knows what you have on your mind. My dad died 3 times drinking and driving. He lost his legs, his eyes, the right side of his face, his arms, and he destroyed parts of the brain. No words I write can ever say how much I love you day by day. Don't make decisions so sadly because you don't want to lose your own daddy. So when you get home, give him a big hug and a great big kiss, because one day he will be grateful.